A few years ago, a broke 24-year-old with barely $500 to his name started making money online with no crypto, with no drop shipping, with no Amazon FBA, and definitely not with some get-rich-quick course. Within 18 months, he had turned that tiny amount into over $50,000. No investors, no employees, no office, just a laptop and one strategy almost nobody was paying attention to. And the craziest part, most people still ignore it today because it doesn't look flashy, it looks boring until the money starts showing up. In the online money world, attention usually goes to the loudest people, the Lamborghini guys, the fake gurus standing in front of rented mansions, the overnight crypto millionaires. Every year, millions of people chase the same dream: escape the 9 to 5, make money online, become financially free. But most of them fail, not because making money online is impossible, but because they start in the wrong place. They chase complicated business models before learning one simple truth. Online wealth is rarely built from hype. It's built from leverage. And the people quietly making the most money online usually aren't influencers. They aren't famous, and most people have never heard their names. Back in 2022, a guy named Marcus was working warehouse shifts overnight, 12-hour days, constant exhaustion, barely surviving paycheck to paycheck. He wasn't broke because he was lazy. He was broke because every dollar he made required his time, and time eventually runs out. One night during lunch break, Marcus noticed something strange. While everybody online was trying to become celebrities, small anonymous accounts were posting simple videos, simple content, simple ideas, no fancy editing, no huge production. Yet, some of these pages were pulling millions of views, and attached to many of them were small digital products, templates, guides, mini courses, toolkits. Not expensive products either. Most were between $10 and $50. At first, Marcus ignored it because, like most people, he thought small products meant small money. But then he did the math. One creator was selling a $27 PDF. That account averaged around 200 sales per day. That's over $5,000 a day from a digital file made once. That moment changed everything, because Marcus realized something most people never understood. The internet rewards systems, not effort. And once he understood that, he stopped trying to trade time for money. Marcus didn't have much. No business degree, no audience, no expensive equipment, just $500. Most people would have wasted that money trying to look successful, buying logos, websites, fake branding. Marcus did the opposite. He spent almost all of it learning one skill: attention. Because online, attention is currency, and whoever controls attention controls money. Instead of trying to create the perfect business, Marcus studied one thing obsessively: why people click, why people watch, why people buy. Every night after work, he would analyze viral videos for hours, not just finance content, everything: motivation pages, fitness clips, true crime documentaries, AI channels, luxury content. He noticed patterns. The same emotional triggers appeared over and over again: fear, curiosity, status, greed, transformation. People didn't buy products because of logic. They bought because they believed something about their future would change. That realization became the foundation of everything. So Marcus created his first anonymous page. No face, no personal brand, just short videos focused on helping people make money online. At first, nothing happened. 10 views, 20 views, a few likes. Most people quit during this stage because the beginning feels invisible. But Marcus treated content like data. Every failed video taught him something. He learned that the internet doesn't reward effort equally. One good video can outperform 100 average ones. So he kept posting every single day. Then eventually, one video exploded. A simple clip explaining how people were making money selling digital templates online. The video hit 300,000 views in 3 days. Suddenly, people flooded the comments asking questions. How do you start? What tools do you use? Can beginners do this? And that's when Marcus made the move that changed everything. Instead of trying to become an influencer, he created a simple product, a beginner starter pack, templates, step-by-step instructions, basic systems, nothing revolutionary, but it solved a specific problem. And because the audience already trusted the content, people started buying. At first, it was slow. 3 sales, then 7, then 20, then 50. Marcus made his first $1,000 online while sitting in the parking lot outside his warehouse job. He stared at the number in disbelief because for the first time in his life, money came in without him physically being at work. That feeling became addictive, not luxury, not flexing, freedom. And this is where most people misunderstand online wealth. They think the goal is money, but money is rarely the real goal. The real goal is control over your time. As the months passed, Marcus doubled down. He created more content, more simple products, more systems. And because digital products have almost no inventory costs, profit margins stayed insanely high. One video could generate traffic for months. One product could sell thousands of times. That's the power of leverage. A normal job pays you once for your effort. The internet can pay you repeatedly for the same work. But then came the dangerous part. Success changed Marcus psychologically. At first, he stayed disciplined. But once money started flowing, distractions appeared everywhere. Fake entrepreneurs reached out. Luxury spending increased. New business opportunities appeared every week. The internet constantly whispered the same lie. You need more business, more risk, more money. That's how people destroy momentum. They abandon simple systems, chasing complicated fantasies, and Marcus almost fell into the same trap. He considered crypto gambling, high-risk trading, expensive masterminds, but then he noticed something terrifying. Many of the loudest online millionaires weren't actually rich. They were rich in appearance, not cash flow, not assets, not systems, just perception. And perception is one of the most profitable businesses on earth. So Marcus pulled back. Instead of chasing status, he focused on scale. He reinvested into better systems, email lists, automation, content pipelines, digital assets, things that continue producing money even while he slept. And slowly, the numbers climbed. $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, then eventually $50,000, all starting from a few $100s. And a strategy almost nobody talks about seriously because it's not sexy enough for social media. The real strategy wasn't magic. It was understanding how the modern internet economy actually works. Most people think online wealth comes from products. It doesn't. It comes from attention multiplied by leverage. That's the formula. Attention multiplied by systems. The reason most people stay financially stuck is because they only understand linear income. Work 1 hour, get paid once. But digital systems break that equation completely. A single piece of content can reach millions. A digital product can be duplicated infinitely. An email list can generate sales repeatedly. That's why one creator with a laptop can outperform entire traditional businesses. And here's the deeper psychological truth nobody wants to admit. Most people don't fail because opportunities don't exist. They fail because consistency feels boring. The internet trains people to chase dopamine, fast results, fast money, constant novelty. But real wealth usually grows quietly at first. That's why people quit too early. They underestimate compounding. Compounding doesn't look impressive in the beginning. A few followers, a few sales, tiny growth. But eventually, systems stack on top of each other. Content leads to traffic. Traffic builds trust. Trust creates sales. Sales create capital. Capital builds more systems. And eventually, momentum takes over. This is also why digital products become so powerful. Unlike physical businesses, you don't need warehouses, you don't need shipping trucks, you don't need thousands of dollars in inventory. Your knowledge becomes the product, your systems become the business, and whether people realize it or not, we are entering a world where individuals can build media companies from bedrooms. That changes everything because there's another layer most people ignore: psychology. Because money online is deeply connected to human emotion. Fear sells, hope sells, transformation sells. People buy solutions to emotional pain, not information. That's why some creators fail even with great knowledge. They communicate like teachers, but the internet rewards storytellers. The highest paid people online understand attention better than almost anyone else. And attention today is one of the most valuable resources on earth. Billion-dollar companies are fighting for seconds of human focus. Think about that. Entire industries compete for your eyes, your clicks, your emotions, because whoever captures attention can influence behavior, and whoever influences behavior can generate money. That's the hidden engine behind modern wealth online. Not luck, not secret hacks, human psychology. The truth is, turning $500 into $50K online is possible, but not in the way social media usually sells it. It probably won't happen overnight. It probably won't look glamorous, and it definitely won't feel exciting every day, because the real strategy nobody talks about is building digital systems around attention, learning how people think, learning how trust is built, learning how leverage works. That's the game now, and the people who understand it early may completely change their financial future over the next decade. But there's also a warning hidden inside of all of this. The same internet that creates wealth also creates illusion, fake success, fake lifestyles, fake expertise. So the real challenge isn't just making money online, it's staying grounded once money starts appearing, because wealth without discipline usually disappears as fast as it arrives. And maybe that's the biggest lesson of all. The internet gave ordinary people access to extraordinary leverage, but leverage magnifies everything: good habits, bad habits, patience, greed, discipline, ego. And in the end, the people who win online usually aren't the loudest. They're the ones quietly building systems while everyone else chases shortcuts. Because while the world is distracted by flashy trends, someone, somewhere, is turning a simple laptop into a financial machine. And most people will never notice it's happening until it's already too late.